taking the social fabric and then just taking a box cutter and shredding it right in front of you, that's when the backlash begins. This is what we are now seeing. So one of the reasons that you're seeing this with regard to Bud Light, okay, Bud Light is a great early bleeding indicator of this. So Bud Light was a great American company. It was a great American brand. It was a brand that was built on basically the flag and horses. That was the entire marketing campaign for Bud Light. It was the Clydesdales, right? That's what everyone remembered about Bud Light. These really cute commercials during the Super Bowl with the Clydesdales and some dude with an American flag. That was going to be Bud Light. And then Bud Light decided to hire, as an influencer, a man pretending to be a woman.
I kept hearing about this thing called March Madness.
And at that point, everybody went, okay, guys, we have nothing in common with you. Literally nothing. Not only that, we think that you are actively fostering the fraying of the social fabric. Because if we don't even share basic things like men and women exist, then we have nothing to share. And so Bud Light sales have absolutely cratered. And honestly, good on us. It's an optimistic sign for American society. Good on Americans for not buying Bud Light. Apparently, their sales have dropped like 20%, leading the Anheuser-Busch InBev CEO, Michael Ducaris, to have to speak about the decline of Bud Light sales on an actual conference call. Here is what he said.
One challenge is what you call the misinformation and confusion that still exists. We'll need to continue to clarify the facts that this was one can, one influencer, one post, and not a campaign.
They're just going to keep claiming now. They have to back off this thing. They're going to say it was just one post, it was an influencer, it was not a campaign. Well, good luck to you. You're going to have to do more than that. I'm glad that you have realized that you can't go this far and slap Americans in the face with a wild bout of social leftism. But it ain't going to help. Bud Light sales apparently are down 26.1% for the week ending April 22nd compared to the previous year. They were down 21.1% for the week prior. In fact, here is some video from Fenway Park. There's a Bud Light stand over there. You can see it's a fairly busy park. There is no one at that Bud Light stand.
Guys, this is so funny and bizarre. Look at that. That is the Bud Light. That is every single Bud Light stand.
Look, there's no one. No one is going to the Bud Light stand. There's lines for the stand right next door. No one at the Bud Light stand. That is not shocking. That is the way this is going to go. Because the American people, it turns out we don't like having the fraying of the social fabric thrust directly in our face. So Bud Light is trying to walk it back. Keep it up. Keep it up, America, because this is necessary. Meanwhile, again, the gap between the elites who actively promote a culture in which the only thing that matters is that subjective feeling of inner sexual fulfillment. The gap between the elites and everybody else is growing and growing. This is particularly true in the fashion industry. So Anthropologie has now jumped on the bandwagon. But the backlash is coming too. So Anthropologie released a photo shoot with a dude. This is a dude who is now wearing Anthropologie dresses. Now, my wife loves this stuff at Anthropologie. I'll tell you one thing. We're not shopping at Anthropologie anytime soon because guess what? We are not fans of brands that patronize women by pretending that men can act like women or be women. By the way, this particular Instagram post by Anthropologie got such bad response that they had to shut off the comments. Here's this dude, and he's wiggling around, and then he's going to do this thing where he waves a dress at the camera, and boom, now he's wearing another dress. Isn't this amazing? Men wearing dresses. Ugh, the bravery. Now he's gallivanting around in another Anthropologie dress. Women, wouldn't you like to look like this semi-muscular man gallivanting around? You don't feel patronized at all, right? Up, and now he's wearing another dress. Isn't this exciting?
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
The more that the left-wing culture decides to thrust their ideology of social decay in our face, the more people are going to fight back against it. And I am here for it, man. I really am. If you own a business, the past few years have been a pretty bumpy ride, as we've been talking about. You could probably use a break. Innovation Refunds can help you out. Innovation Refunds knows the value of your time. That's why they made it easy to apply for the Employee Retention Credit, or ERC. Head on over to getrefunds.com. Get started in less than 8 minutes. See if your business qualifies for ERC assistance. Your business might be eligible for a payroll tax rebate of up to $26,000 per employee kept on payroll during COVID-19. Innovation Refunds has already helped clients claim over $3 billion in payroll tax refunds through the ERC. They might be able to help your business as well. There's no upfront change. They don't get paid until your business gets its refund. Don't miss the opportunity. The payroll tax refund is only available for a limited amount of time. You really have nothing to lose and all upside in finding out whether you're eligible for this payroll tax refund. And given the fact the government shut down businesses for 2 years and now has inflated everybody out of house and home, head on over to getrefunds.com. That is getrefunds.com. Once more, getrefunds.com. See if your business is eligible for that payroll tax refund, only available for a limited amount of time. Go to getrefunds.com right now to get started. Regardless of your religion, we all need a little more peace in our life. Hallow is an incredible app that offers a unique approach to prayer and meditation. Unlike other meditation apps, Hallow is tailored specifically for people of faith to deepen their relationship with God. The Hallow app is filled with studies, meditations, reflections rooted in Christian prayer practices. I have a bunch of Christians, obviously, who work at this company. Huge percentage of my audience is Christian. And let me tell you, go back to church and use Hallow. You can pray alongside Mark Wahlberg, Jonathan Rumi, who portrays Jesus in The Chosen, even some world-class athletes. You can access that #1 Christian podcast, The Bible in a Year with Father Mike Schmitz, on Hallow. Hallow helps you maintain a daily prayer routine. With features like progress tracking and streaks, you can stay motivated, make prayer a regular part of your daily routine, set prayer reminders, invite others to pray with you, and track your progress along the way. Now, I take time out of my day 3 times a day to pray. You should do the same using Hallow. If you're looking to deepen your relationship with God and improve your mental and emotional well-being, try Hallow for 3 months free at hallow.com/Shapiro. That's hallow.com/Shapiro. By the way, this is also going to happen with regard to TV. Okay, so there's a show called Ted Lasso on Apple TV. Very popular show. The first season was pretty charming. The basic idea of Ted Lasso was that it was an American, an optimistic can-do American, who goes to London because he is almost mistakenly hired. He's hired as a football coach. He's an American football coach in America. He's hired as a soccer coach over in London. And this happens because the owner of the team basically wants to tank the team. And it turns out that Ted Lasso is actually a really good coach because of that can-do optimistic American attitude. So the whole first season is about the kind of culture clash between these dour Brits and this optimistic American who's kind of dumb, but also kind of smart because he has this kind of folksy wisdom to him. Well, now Ted Lasso has completely caved in on itself like a dying star. The last season is absolutely unwatchable. And you watch Ted Lasso, it's not going to last as a cultural phenomenon because of this. Because of this, people do not like it. People are annoyed by it. In fact, here's a clip from, you want to know why so I watched the first couple of seasons of Ted Lasso. It's gotten progressively worse. This season of Ted Lasso is one of the worst things on TV. It is truly egregiously bad. There's not a laugh line. There's nothing funny. Every episode is now a lecture about social justice. Every single episode is a lecture about social justice. Guess what Americans don't like? This crap.
Nah, bro. And if you don't want your private pictures out there, just don't take naked pictures.
Yeah.
Especially being famous.
What? Come on, man.
Don't that, Calburn. No, man. The only people to blame are the dickheads who steal your and put it online. That's why I delete all the photos on my phone. Swear down. Especially because I'm famous.
Hey, listen, I'm with Jamie on this one. You know, whenever I have a relationship and I ask the girl to go through my phone, delete any photos, videos, whatever she wants.
Bro, for real?
Yeah, I'm being serious. You know, one girl actually deleted Candy Crush.
That's the laugh line.
I was devastated. But I
That's the
also
laugh line.
understood.
Hey, hold up. Once someone sends you a photo, don't you own it?
This is
Copyright
ridiculous.
law on private photography is quite murky.
It's not about the law. It's about doing what is right.
A lecture.
Like in Les Miserables.
Good Lord, this is terrible writing. Good Lord, this is awful, awful, awful writing. What does that have to do with the decaying of the social fabric? Again, everything that was supposed to be built around common values, like, say, shared patriotism, which is what Ted Lasso's first season was built on. Instead, it has now been derided and moved to the side in favor of whatever is the Me Too crap that you seek to push in a soccer show. And the ratings will go down because the American people are not up for this sort of stuff. Just watch it. Just watch it happen. All right, guys, the rest of the show is continuing right now. You're not going to want to miss it. We'll be getting into the mailbag. If you're not a member, become a member. Use code Shapiro at checkout for 2 months free on all annual plans. Click that link in the description and join us.